Hey, bub. This is Wolverine. You're watching Pro Teaches Noobs. This is OG Vegeta. Let's get the views to over 9,000! This is Ryuk. Watch, like, and subscribe, or die.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. It's the 475th, and as you know, always notice when I do a 25 or 75, I at least do something a little on the bigger side. And what bigger thing to do than have Pika joining me here as we go over Knightfall.
Oh, the work I'm gonna have in front of me.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But hey, you'll have me here to help you out with that, dude.
Oh.
But yeah, so Knightfall, the story where the bat was broken. And now, just to make this clear, there was a lot of lead up to this still that we are not going over.
Yeah,
But most of it is just showing Batman get more and more tired. There's the Vengeance of Bane as Bane's backstory, all that stuff. We can cover Vengeance of Bane at a later point.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your? I mean, so many people know about Knightfall.
Yeah.
Batman gets his back broken. Bane is introduced, and he's one of my favorite Batman villains.
Yeah.
Because he's smart and strong, which is why I hate it when they treat him as just dumb muscle in other media.
Yeah, it's something that you, if you have to pretty much think about the Batman's three major villains, or of the bat or something, like you could go Joker, Two-Face, Bane.
Yep, and between him and Doomsday, who came out around the same time, he's still a better character because he actually is a character. Can we agree to that?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we open up with where Knightfall starts, and that is the breakout of Arkham Asylum. Now, by this point, just to make this clear to people, you have Bane and his three henchmen, Bird, and I forget the other two.
Throg and Zombie.
Frog, yep, and those three. And yeah, they're about to break out Arkham, which in this point was not a regular thing. I think this is the first, I know, not the first, because they did do another breakout once before, but Batman in the peak of health was able to deal with it all in one issue. That was for Batman 500 or something. So this is not the first time, but it's the first. By this point, Batman is exhausted already. Ever since Black Mask broke out people from Blackgate, he has been doing all he can and pushing himself to the limits.
Oh.
And so, yeah, we open up with this robot, just taking all the gunfire, just slamming into it and allowing them to get in. 5 minutes maximum. Load all the weapon crates you can, but don't forget the stingers. So, yeah, we see Harvey with Renee. Now, this is around the point when Renee was introduced into the Batman universe. I don't know if this was not her first introduction, but this is around that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're planning out what to do. And of course, they realize they need to break out one person who gets things started up. So of course, they're going to go for the Joker. Someone who can get everyone. But yeah, we start by hitting the Violet Wars here at the center of the roundhouse. And we follow with a hit on the main security here. The first hit will be relatively light, just enough to breach the roof and a few of the cells. But the second hit will be heavy and taking out security and sealing the corridor between administration and inmates. We've got the firepower for it, but which cell do we open first? Who can lead the others, inspire them with his own violence and madness? I think I may have a suggestion, Bane, and believe me, he's a real riot. But I love this. They're already tactically planning things out.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Bane is how much of a genius he is. He is Batman's equal in brains.
Yeah.
When handled well.
Oh, yeah. Also, hey, Joker does not have lipstick on this money.
Nope. But and we see this is early Jeremiah.
Jean Paul.
Oh, no. This.
Oh, yo, Jeremiah Arkham, yeah, and the next part.
And John Paul's here, and he's getting his hair cut by Tim.
Oh.
So yeah, they got the blueprints, everything. I'll make it perfect. Nitro's ready. Now, Bane. What the? The sky is falling. Yes. Hello, guard. Goodbye, meat. Open sesame, because it's time for the inmates to run this asylum. Besides, we may need the space for a new patient. So yeah, Ivy, I believe that's Ventriloquist and Maxi Zeus.
Yeah.
Free! You're all free! Okay, Bane, Zombie and Trog are lifting off in the chopper. Greetings, Jeremiah Arkham, and welcome to the madhouse. Your cell awaits. Again, this is a banger of a start. Look, guns!
Oh.
So again, this is hell. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Now, Batman keeps on feeling like he's got this. He's got this. Oh, geez. Joker ready to have Jeremiah Arkham. Like, as soon as his legs go out, bang! He's here, but he'll never stop them. Don't be so sure, Bane. I've seen the Batman pull off some mighty. Your Gotham expertise is appreciated, Bird. But I know this man. I have been close to him. I have smelled what he is. Even if he could stop them, he won't. He will choose the saving lives over the apprehension of killers. Dead. He always does. And as for the police, they never had a chance. So yeah, you have everyone with guns. Everything is just going down more and more. And even with the mayor, is saying like, but with a hostage situation, I don't know what any cop could. I certainly hope they've been told to shoot to kill. It doesn't work that way, Mayor Crawl. My men discharge their firearms only to defend themselves or others. If you're going to have a lot of dead men, Gordon, something I do not want during my administration. I run a law and order platform. And now that I've been elected, I'm now about to abandon everything I stand for. You ran unopposed. Even more proof of my mandate. Proof of your machine. And that's what we need now. Not a firefight, but a man on the inside functioning like a machine. And so far, Batman, at least he's had a bit of a rest. But, oh, just look at it. The Joker. God, crazy. Help me. Get dead anymore. So yeah, Joker runs free. He was able to help Jeremiah, but everyone else is gone.
Oof. Also,
yeah, free.
and his left hand.
I'm free.
Left arm.
Yeah, but that's just the way I think he's just holding it. Just like
no, Batman's left arm in the. He has
yeah. This is Jim Aparo. Oh, yeah. This is right after the funeral. Yep. If I didn't want his blood so badly, I would almost pity him. And what a start, right?
Yeah. Kind of hard with it. I know Jim Aparo is like his art is great, but still, today it would have been drawn like.
Yeah, but this is by the time they were. This is by the point that they were just giving Jim Aparo work, which I appreciate, but his artwork was not the greatest for some of it. Like he's the one who ends up drawing the backbreaking issue. Oh, they separated us, my dear, when they last sent me to the asylum. But now I'm free, and so are you. So yeah, look at all these. Black Max, Masky Zeus, Amygdala, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, Cordelia Sturg. Boy, some of these you haven't seen it. Oh, look, Brave Fogel and Moek. That's a cute joke.
Huh.
Rest in peace, by the way, Norm Brayfogle. But yeah, we're seeing. One of them. I love this. Mad Hatter is smart enough to know someone released them, and he knew that bird's bird was following him. So what do? He placed a tracker on because he wants to know, and then he steals all of these hats. Him having a chimpanzee assistant is interesting.
By the way, is this the actual Mad Hatter or the imposter?
No, this is the actual Hatter.
Okay, so it's Jervis.
Yeah, it's Jervis. Yeah. When was it an imposter?
There was that one point where they had an imposter who was running around, and then Jervis came back and said that he dealt with the imposter.
I'm pretty sure this is the original. It'll even say it, but yeah. But again, I just for everyone, they're like, oh, geez, what do we got? 9 random freakouts already resulted in 6 deaths with no rhyme or reason, no connections, no motive. Now I do like it though how it's still relatively contained. It's not like it's a riot. If you notice that,
yeah,
they've all ran into the city and then they hid.
Yeah, and they are not even working together. It's just multiple different fires happening independently.
Yeah. But I actually find that interesting that they were smart enough to know, let's not just keep running, otherwise this will be a short escape. They ran and hid to do their own plans.
Oh.
You have to hold on onto your hats. Jervis Tech requests requests the pleasure of your company at a tea party tonight. Time ASAP. Place Tonelli Estate. So yeah, they head on out there. All these hats, and then 9 separate cases of violent crime already, Dr. Flanders, all apparently linked to the mass breakout of Arkham Asylum. This is a guy who basically thinks that they have no motivation in the traditional sense. He just thinks it's hysteria.
The fact that how he is named should automatically make it clear that it's a joke character.
Flanders, yep.
Simpson Flanders. Because he's basically 2 last names without a first name.
Yep. It even says, like, no motive, Dr. Flanders? Not even revenge? Well, without getting overly hysterical, Peter, some of them may indeed harbor grudges over real or imagined slights. Slights? You must understand, Peter, that these patients are confused and may resent past treatment. This guy's delusional. I'll say this.
I remember how he ended up.
Yep. What's his name from?
Robin Robin had dealt with the aftermath.
Yep. I'll say this guy makes the one from Dark Knight Returns look much more qualified.
Yeah.
Because at least there he had some kind of scientific talk. He was just gullible. This guy is just naive.
Like, how did he even get any certifications?
I know, right? But yeah, so they're heading up there. He invites a whole bunch of people. Yeah, when you invite us to the party after the breakout, you said we could kill the Batman. So where is he? And what's wearing the hats got to do with it? Put on the hats now! And as soon as they do, they're under control. And this is where we have another villain, Film Freak. This is a guy who basically, actually, his whole gimmick was he would act like different movie characters.
Huh. This guy, yeah.
I'm glad you accepted the invitation because I'm going to delegate our first item of business to you. Someone sprung us from Arkham for a purpose, Film Freak. Someone wants to use us like puppets, stealing my shtick. And that someone, I'm convinced, has been watching me. And you're going to use this homing device to turn the tables. Also, here's an overcoat and a gun. Be whoever you want to be. Luca Brasi in The Godfather, Charles Bronson in Death Wish, Joel Cario in Maltese Funkin'. I don't care. Just go back to the city, follow the homing seagull, and kill whoever belonged to that bird. Got it? Got it. That's how, we shall wait for the guest of honor. But yeah, basically, they find Batman is showing his fatigue more and more. And they also, Bird finds the tracker, and they realize Film Freak is down there. Meanwhile, Batman's showing up to take care of Mad Hatter. But yeah, of course, you stay here while I kill him. Like, what's your game this time, Hatter? Who is this Bane? And what's he after? So he thinks Batman's assuming they all know about Bane when they don't. That's the second time you've mentioned that name. But in reply, I can only say, who's Bane? I'm Bane. And your killer is dead. And his voice, the same, that it is him. HOTS stimulate our cortex. Unfortunately, that also causes Film Freak to get aggressive.
Oh.
So, and of course, so how long does a backup hold back? Eventually shows up to help, and but yeah, dead. Ooh, and poor Film Freak wasn't even realizing what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yep, you're garbage, and you're dead, just like the Batman. So yeah, it keeps on building up pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2 down, and rest of them will go plus.
Yep. Yep. Oh, Maxie Zeus, he goes down pretty quickly. I guess they didn't want to have a story for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, Ventriloquist making Socko! This is where we get Socko with Ventriloquist and Amygdala.
Oh.
I could try, Mr. Ventriloquist. Could I help? I could help you find your friend. I'm kind of lost too. Somebody blew up my room. They call you Amygdala, do they not? You're a very big guy. Yep, yeah, they find Film Freak's body, wondering it looks like he broke, and every bone in his body is broken. As hard as it is to believe, Film Freak was beaten to death by someone only using his bare hands. This is where we get Lieutenant Kitsch, who I don't know much about the character. I think he was introduced more for Jean Paul Valley eventually, because he doesn't appear that much here.
Oh.
But it's called. What should I radio for a meat wagon? It's called a medical examiner, Van Patrolman. Even a scale like this deserves some respect. I appreciate a cop like that who even is like, okay, come on, show a little respect.
Yeah, respect for the dead.
Oh, the guy already has a book. I'm sane, and so are you.
Yeah, now here he's probably named. Yeah, like I already said, Simpson Flanders. Yeah, what kind of name is? What kind of first name is Simpson?
Yeah. Because, Simpson Flanders, so it's so on the nose, it hurts. Well, how did he do it? Even Flanders isn't this naive.
Oh.
But yeah, these things are all misunderstood. Mentally divergent, that's a new one. It's in my book. So he's the exemplary of a pop psychologist. Anything to sell his book. Of course, I love it. Like, we're looking for Scarface. And if any of you gentlemen see him, perhaps I might even enlist your aid in searching for him. Laugh at Socko, will you? Well, chuckle all you want at me. You laugh at my friend? Nobody laughs at my little friend! Amygdala was just a muscle brain. That was the whole point of his character.
Yeah, this was before he was given some fix-ups until he showed up in Nightwing.
No, you're thinking about Blockbuster.
Yo, that was
completely different character.
Oh.
Amygdala was similar to Blockbuster, but different. But, of course, they hear all this was Batman. Robin keeps on telling him, you're sick, you should be in bed. And Batman is still just fighting through it. And look, they're trying to find other puppets to use. I like this whole thing of Ventriloquist using other puppets. Which eventually leads to, Mikey Mouse. One letter short. But then Batman fights Amygdala, and then Bird deals with Robin. I always found this weird. Why is he seeing Robin like he's terrifying?
Trying to do some intimidation factor about what he was able to do at the time.
Right, but later
again, hey, superstitious and cowardly lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I love gags like that. But see, like moments like right here, I don't think Tim's trying to be intimidating.
Yeah, or They're not
Or
intimidating.
Bird is not as tough as he claims.
That's true because this is still shown from. But you could be thinking that it's from Bird's perspective.
Right. Wise guys, huh? I hate wise guys. Ugh, kill you! But he only wins because of his condition.
Oh.
Yeah, but Bane tells him leave him be. Went bird watching. Robin. Now we've got Zaz.
Oof. Yeah.
Red Slash. Oh. Now, I gotta say, the one downside with Zaz is he's a wash, rinse, repeat villain.
Yeah.
Always talking about how he leaves a mark and everything. He is still a great villain. But am I wrong?
Yeah, but it's kind of something that you can take the one trick that he can do and try to reinvent it a couple of times or look at it from different angles. Like you could see that the whole marking on itself, it's a religion that he has created for himself.
Oh, I love how this one woman feels like she should have jumped out and attacked him. Easy to say now. I love how this goes. You have the she feels like she's the tough girl. But yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do here. One guy's trying to sneak in, and she's trying to tell them all, like, next time he shows up, he can't take all of us, right? But I love, like, die. Oh, gonna die. She cracks. Like, she's trying to rally them up, but even she's full of it.
Yeah, it's maybe that when you think about the drive that Zaz has, it's that he's not something that if he has set out to do something, and basically there are nothing mentally blocking him from doing anything. He just focus on it. It's basically you could say that it's the.
No, I know what you mean.
It's kind of hard to find the right words to describe it.
I know. It's an obsession. Is that a good way of putting it? It's an obsession.
Yeah, kind of like obsessive drive that pushes him into.
Now, Paul Dini tried to give him a different personality, and I actually liked where he was going with it. Just didn't go anywhere. You know, him having kids fight each other in pits and everything.
No, that.
Oh, but this was my first experience. This was one of my first Batman stories. So seeing stuff like Zaz still chilled me.
Yeah. But again, Zaz is one of those characters that you can't represent well enough in the media, and he has to be sanitized somewhat.
For the most part.
And this was basically when the Batman the animated series tried to adapt his origin into his debut story, they just replaced him with Scarecrow.
Yeah, but no, he's physically weakened, depleted more with each new explosion of madness, but his mind is still strong. He is not ready to be broken. Not quite yet. When he is, I will know it. And then the pieces will stay broken. Again, Bane is such an interesting villain. Like, this type of scientific, sophisticated mind. Of course, you ignored my warnings twice now, and you know what that means. 2 of the zombies, 2 of the pretty girls. You will pay for your transgressions. So yeah, Batman makes his way in, and Robin's there, of course. Again, makes you wonder. This is all the same night.
Tim didn't have his solo series at the time.
No, not yet. That starts right in the middle of the right towards Knightfall.
Yeah.
Or Night's End.
Yeah, I remember his first issue literally starts with Jean-Paul throwing him out of the Batcave.
Yeah, I do like this though. How Batman's at the time don't confront Bane. Like that's on my wish list. He can follow the others, just not Bane. Oh, ready to grab one now. Unfortunately, they didn't join with her, and even then, she went down too easily.
It's you could say this as they try, they fail, and then Azbat will be, who wants to try again?
Yep, but she would do quite nicely for number 2. Then Renee shows up. And I love how he's saying, like, even if it hits me and not the zombie, do you really want to risk my death twitch? And of course, the mayor is threatening to get a new commissioner if he doesn't listen to him. And of course, I love it. Renee was ready to sacrifice herself. I mean, I don't blame her. You know what I mean? But of course, and take him. Don't worry about me. He's even saying, like, you're like me. No, he's not. But Renee gives him the opening. Like, are you all right? Just go. Of course, once Zaz doesn't have the knife, he's like a bit of a good fight. He's useless. But Batman almost pushed him to cross the line because he's that mentally drained. Think about this. Normally, Batman would just simply, I'm not like you, but he's so exhausted, so not right in the head, that even Zaz can push him over the edge.
This reminds me about some time when I was starting to think about what is usually the maximum amount of time that Batman has been awake.
Well, usually this is based also on him with his power naps too.
Yeah, even when he has power naps, what's the longest time that has gone through from?
I think I think they made it clear everything that led up to Night Terrors. Because remember, he was then out for weeks.
Oh, that reminds me of some.
Croc.
Okay, I'll let you know later.
I miss this take on Croc. I miss it.
Oh, when he was
just a man with a condition. But yeah, but I love how these guys think he's dumb. He's not dumb. He actually ran the mobs.
Yeah, that's one flanderization to think. And another thing that you have noticed probably on Twitter, there's been the whole thing about does canon matter or is it the two or three that what the people?
I go for the middle ground of you shouldn't expect a 1-to-1 adaptation. But canon does matter. It is something that keeps the fans here. To completely disregard it.
Yeah, not always if it's canon that you yourself set up.
Yeah, or your predecessor set up.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, all of this is still the same night.
Oh.
We keep forgetting this. This is all still the same night.
Oh.
I love how even Harvey's like, you better stay there, pal, because the next time you get out, I'll make sure there's no other cops around. Just you and me and Smith and Wesson. I'll do you right here and now, but I don't want to spend the rest of my 20 talking to internal affairs humps. Oh, this guy is then meeting up with his Ventroni's meeting up with his attorney. Again, you have all of these subplots. Again, now, how does this guy jumping around a talk show if this is all the same night? In fact, how did he get the book done?
There is self-publishing
but that quick in the same night? Because he wasn't pitching it in the first interview.
Or maybe that's just the one copy that he is advertising and then trying to get pre-sales of it.
True.
Before
printing the rest. Oh, geez. A climate of mistrust and suspicion only tends to make them feel insecure in their choice of lifestyle. We've got a body count heading towards triple digits. That's a lifestyle? This guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, Robin is still following them. He does see Bane, but he's starting to follow him from behind. Oh, geez. That's a chilling image, isn't it?
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Him meeting up with Bullock and everything. And Bullock's just trying to say, like, forget that and that. Forget that you like the low profile. Don't worry. It's just you and me. The boys are busy cleaning up. And basically saying, like, you better be off with 8 hours of sack time Because even Harvey sees it. And I miss this rendition of Harvey too. This is Harvey at his best. Wouldn't you agree? Like he's not a total slob, but he's a good cop.
Yeah, it's kind of like how did you think about it? At some point, you can reach good balance and middle ground with what has been done before. But then as it goes forward, and this comes to as another piece of the past that needs to be then balanced with what comes next. It's just.
Yeah, I am very curious about you. You aid the Batman in his fight against crime, eh? And yet you are just a boy. I am just beginning to understand your mentor, but you are a wild card to me. Where have I heard that before? Your name is Bane, isn't it? And the other one, the one who pretended to be the Batman, just another one of our merry men. You know I went to the trouble of blindfolding you. It would have been much easier to simply blind you, but I appreciate youthful defiance. You struggle against your fear. I admire that. Really, maybe I'll call you if I ever need a job reference. You may be useful to me yet. I imagine that the Batman would come to help you if he knew you were in danger. Forget it, Bane. I'm no hostage. Batman's not going to fall into any traps for my sake. Such brave words, such camaraderie. But you may be right. You may be more use to me dead. Of course, Croc is heading there because he smells them. Again, the way Bane is toying with him.
Oh.
But then once someone's coming, but then when Croc's there, it's like, wait, like where's Bane? He wants to know where Bane is. And for a moment he wonders, whether Croc go wrong? But he's like, no way, Croc's not one for mind games. Oh, and then this fight. Well, you're gonna have to do it without your secret weapon. I don't need Venom to take you. I love this. You want to be top man in Gotham, eh? You ain't even a contender. Oh, again, him versus Croc. That's an interesting fight.
Yeah, and they pretty much in the.
And I love how you see the little bridge thing. Why the heck is that there?
You could probably say that in the colonial times when the city was built, they used the sewers for smuggling or other activities. This one actually reminds me when Batman the Animated Series did that one Bane episode. You know, Serum Lake had the episode talking about how Bane was not wanted. They just basically had a reference to this fight, and it just was a rush job.
It was.
Mostly because the people making Batman the Animated Series didn't want to use Bane, but
they didn't want to, and that's why they totally. Now, I feel that's how the fight would have gone if Batman wasn't exhausted. But yeah, of course, again, there's so much we're breezing through, but just look at this artwork. Look at all this character stuff. I gotta say, if there's one downside with this, is that this starts after a lot of buildup, where at least Superman, boom, led right in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the one downside was Knightfall. Won't you agree that there was a lot of buildup?
Yeah.
That you kind of miss?
It's
not required buildup, but it's still a little.
And still, my book is this. I know there's the other part was very double thick.
That's because it includes both of the books.
Yeah, this ends at the
breaking.
Yeah.
That's the exact same thing as mine. Cordelia Sturge, the cannibal who can also cause people to hallucinate.
Oh.
And Joker wants to team up. Of course, Bruce is now back there, and we're introduced to Chandra, who is so worried for him because of how, he keeps putting off meeting up with her because of his illness. Of course, the mayor is constantly threatening Gordon's career. This guy's on a power trip. I mean, I get it. Given everything going on, it's the thing he's been wanting to match his stuff.
Yeah, not to mention how long has Gordon been the commissioner, and the situation has been
he ran
the situation being the same and not having been improved.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, beforehand, Riddler was pumped up with Venom before being gunned down. But yeah, basically, Robin's trying to warn him, saying that he's not like the other guys. But Batman is not listening.
Oh.
And of course, maybe if Azrael and I, Jean Paul is formidable, maybe even up to the task. But Bane is after me, and it's as long as I can stand, this is my business. Seriously, this is where I feel Batman is taking too much of the driver's seat.
Oh.
Would you agree with that? This is clearly a case of Batman is too much in the driver's seat.
If you look at the previous scene where he was shown trying to sleep and calling to Chandra, how long do you think he slept?
Barely. I think he only had like an hour sleep.
Yeah, one of the more reasons why I use this to get to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I sometimes can rotate with little sleep than a lot of sleep, you know.
Ever since I bought my new bed, takes a long time to fall asleep, but getting out of the damn thing is another thing.
Of course, yeah, Bane's given a new Venom feed and everything, which even says, I could use a jolt right now, reminding us he is addicted. He may be still smart and intelligent, but he's still an addict.
Well, he was able to.
Yep. Up, Scarecrow.
But...
Oh, I love this. The guy is so terrified of heights, and he only has these pool cues. So what does Scarecrow do? Just makes the sound of a pool cue. He hears it, so he thinks he fell to his death. That's clever.
Yeah, not to mention it. How many times can the mind make it? You think it's real
just by hearing it. Just by hearing it, his then fear happens. And I think he's dead.
Brain dead, most likely.
Yeah. Oh, but now we find out Stirk is after Gordon. Meanwhile, Jean Paul, he really wants to get involved. He really does. Oh, this is right after Jim and Sarah just got married.
Oh.
And he tells them how, he's threatening the National Guard, but it turned out it's Stirk, hallucinating illusions. And no, you moron. You're supposed to kidnap, not kill him. Of course, the real Batman shows up, and now the Bat shows up. What an unmitigated disaster. Never should have used Stirk. Too unstable. After all, he's crazy. Indeed. Now, seriously, this whole idea of Joker and Scarecrow teaming up, I think this is one of their first times doing it. And yet they decide, why go for Gordon when you could go right for the mayor? Of course, now Sarah, I don't get why Sarah is all being, like, if it weren't for you, you're wrong, Gordon. Your husband was the target, not me. Just as he was in the Headhunter incident when I told you to leave us alone. That's not the Sarah I'm used to. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm used to.
Oh, that's kind of...
Oh! I know. What's poisonous and what's poisonous, Mr. Mayor? What are you seeing? What's your greatest fear? Spiders, snakes, bad sushi? Snakes, poisonous. Oh boy. And again, I like some of these ideas, like Scarecrow and Riddler and Joker taking advantage of him and having him make calls that'll just totally ruin the city.
Oh,
I'm breathing through a lot, but there's I don't need to cover everything. Right? Yep, it's time, Mr. Mayor. You know what you have to do. So if they take them to make calls that would cause the unions to go, to go on strike and everything. We got Firefly. Heck yes, dance. You know what? One thing I would love to see Firefly meeting Heat of the Rogues.
Heat of Viva.
Yeah. Heatwave, yeah. I'd love to see that. But of course, I don't like this. You don't have to. You barely escaped Killer Croc and that monster Bane. Your luck can't hold out forever. And yours can? Stay with the car. Again, Batman is just pushing himself too hard. Again, this has to be the same night. In fact, I think earlier was midday. This is late evening. Would you agree?
It's kind of hard to tell what the time of day is.
Yeah, it is.
The lighting and the colorings.
Definitely, but of course,
when they do the animated trilogy, I hope they added times of day to help tell when is when.
Agreed.
Like a 24 kind of formatted.
Of course, the fact is, let Gory and the cops take care of a few of them. They can't. They don't know the nature of these beasts. Not the way that I do. God help me. I know them. What do you think about Batman's mindset here? You think, obviously he's not seeing clearly, but now apparently a lot of this also connects back to when Black Mask broke out. Like Batman is starting to question his effectiveness because of what Black Mask did. That was the starting point. After that, so this is a case of he feels like he's the only one who can handle them. Oh,
too long, and kind of reminds that
what
the second quote is an eye of the tiger. When the body says stop, the spirit cries never.
Yep. Oh look, Officer O'Hara. Oh, it is my son. I am here, and your man. I am O'Hara. That's cute.
Yeah.
And just tell us when to find. Oh, by the way, you can also use the audio for the Knightfall thing. Same people who did the Superman one. Just so you know for whenever you do it.
The audio. Yeah.
Look at Bruce again, just heading back for a shower. And even in addition to a 16-hour sleep, a 3-month vacation, a blood transfusion, and a full psychiatric examination. Too much noise. I can't hear you, Alfred. Not that you ever could. So, yeah, again, he's barely had much sleep. Yeah.
So it's afternoon now.
So I guess the mayor was up all night. Yeah, Tim is doing some searching and everything. Oh, this is where we get the mysterious nun. I forget who she is. But yeah, even she is aware of Garfield, of Firefly, how he was a troubled soul. Oh, more with this idiot. Oh, Riddler is trying to work with some guys who is even saying he wants to do send out his usual message. Unfortunately, he's doing it at the worst possible time. Everyone's too busy with the other criminals. They don't have time to look at his stuff. If breaking the law can't be fun, then what good is it? I don't know who the heck this guy was. What time is it? What time is it? Nap time. No idea who this guy is.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about what pattern is in his head.
No idea. But anyway, we see right as they're someone's ready to read the letter, they're called in for another stuff. This is it turns out Firefly has a sister.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, he hasn't shown up there or anything. So we got the Cavalier. The Cavalier.
It depends on how you no. Cavalier and Chevalier. Those are
right. But yeah, he takes him down pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, of course he does.
So.
And that's an easy one. That's low level. If this was a video game, that'd be a low level enemy.
Yeah, a guy with a rapier and a boot to the face.
Yep. But again, with Firefly, he is a threat. And of course, we're going to lead into more as we wrap up with Firefly and then get into Ivy. Yep. Just again, the seeing Batman go through all this. Oh, Azrael in his like his in between outfit. But Bruce is finally just fallen asleep. Just look at that, like. Yep. Oh, but more with Ivy back when she actually manipulated and brainwashed men.
It's not like she can't do that anymore.
Well, she didn't do it that often. I think that was her regular thing. This was before the plants.
Yeah.
This was before she became the plant manipulator.
Yeah, well, that's because he can do one thing and the two.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, this moment. All right, it's him. Yeah, that's Bruce Wayne, all right. Host of this batch. But how does he figure into what's going on down? It's not Bruce Wayne. It's him. You mean the Batman? But how can you be so sure? I know him intimately now, Bird. He cannot hide from me simply by removing his mask. See, I love that how he just figured it out by just observing him.
Yeah, that probably. If you think of how Bruce carries himself when he's Batman and when he's not wearing a mask, like he's like, can Bane tell that it's the usual performance, or is he so dead tired that he is not even bothering to perform and he's just
sleeping
being as tired as he's being as Batman?
True, I'm not really sure, but again, now we have Chandra and Lucius here. Now, this is when Lucius did not know. But unfortunately, then Bruce is able to quickly put on a nose filter just in time before Ivy makes her move and takes all the men. Why? For their money, and everything. Oh, they think they have the mayor hidden in this fun house. Of course, Azrael shows up, takes them out. Batman has to deal with all of these guys as they're ready to do the kiss on Lucius. But stops them, takes out all these guys. Notice again, so much more fighting than usual.
The body can't take much.
Takes down Ivy easily. Boy, imagine how it would have been if she was the plant manipulator.
She would have probably used not actually Q. Those probably would have been those.
No, I'm saying
plant-based, grown plant people would have probably been the henchmen that she had.
Right. But unfortunately, they go in there and it's a bomb. Of course, unlike some of the others, this Joker prefers a direct approach. Indeed, zombie. And let us hope our prey endures past the Joker. But why, babe? If the Joker can take the Batman out, why not? Because he's mine, Trog. Mine to crack. Mine to break. Oh, boy, some of these covers.
Ooh,
I think that was Bill Sienkiewicz. But those guys gave up on Riddler. They're like, screw you. We don't need to wait. I love at times when Riddler is just like, ah! But he realizes he wants to still get his message out there, so he's going to take over a TV station.
And Robin goes to team next.
Yep. There's when Riddler shows up. Now he's like, what letter is never found in the alphabet? What does the ball player like to be called at home? What travels around the world but never leaves its corner? A mailbox. Or a mail. Why was the letter damp? Notice all of these riddles are saying the post office. Firefly is still out. So Batman has to deal with them and those poor animals. Look at that. Batman is still ready to fight him. He has all these different layers and a rebreather. I love this. Dr. Flanders, we've met before, haven't we? Yes, Eddie. And I see you've written a little book. I'm saying it, so are you. Well, you couldn't have written that with me in mind. Excuse me, because I'm not sane, and I never will be. Isn't that right, Doc? Now here's a letter for you. What begins with P, ends in E, and has 1,000 letters in it? Post office. Again, he keeps on making it clear, but no one's paying attention.
Oh.
Oh, but then we get those guys are robbing the place and everything. Batman is having a good fight, but has to deal with this Panther too.
Oh.
But eventually takes out Firefly. Oh, Robin takes him out. Now Riddler had a dead man switch, but then Harvey tells him out, saying, if I know the Bat Freak like I think I do, he'll have a few words on the subject. We had this psycho covered. But, Harv, the bomb's a fake. Just wooden chair rails wrapped in electric tape. That don't change a thing. I do like it out, Tim. Yeah, he was in the wrong. That was a big gamble. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
That was too big of a gamble.
Yeah, dead man switches are never something that you...
Not especially for that stunt he did. I hate to say it, but Harvey's right.
Yeah.
Basically, Robin didn't think, and that's the last we'll see of Dr. Flanders.
Technically not. We still see what happened to him afterwards in Tim's own series.
You're right. Okay, you're right. Oh, Huntress shows up to take them out. We don't see much of her during this.
Oh.
But I like to show that shows that there's still other people to stop them. But look at Batman.
Organized.
Look at Batman. Just look at him.
Yeah, it's one ear.
Oh, here's the big issue. Well, not the big one, but the one you recognize very well.
Oh.
Again, everything is going to hell. You have thanks to Riddler and Joker. That's why the fire's out of control, because the firefighters are on strike. All this stuff. My God, it's not sniffing partner once. Although he seems to be back somehow. Make it clear he doesn't know. Even though Batman said what happened to Jason. They're still trying to, get someone in there to deal with it. But, the mayor's house. But then, Harvey almost got blown up.
Oh.
You could have waited. 250. Set up for one. What the? Yuck. Jeez, I keep forgetting how this era...
Was the ice cream a plastic?
Yes, that was a bomb.
That reminds me of... there was...
I missed the randomizing of Joker here.
Yeah, that was funny. There was this one... in Finland, we used to have this political cartoon which used fictional versions of real-life politicians, and every New Year they did some musical that parodied some. There was a space musical, royal musical, Olympic musical, and a James Bond musical. And as a one gag that they had there, giving, here is your new car. They gave the Bond character. Here is your new car, and what? It's an ice cream truck. And then yes, but if you use this ice cream truck, and then you're gonna, if you combined low lactosic vanilla mango melon, hyvä vanilja mango meloni with real chocolate together, you create a very powerful plastic. And then he even asked, what am I supposed to do if some poor child comes to the car and asks to buy that exact brand? Well, then obviously you ask if they want one small cone, 2 cones, or 3 cones.
But yeah, look at this. Of course, they tricked the mayor into saying people in. They're ready for a big fight. They just keep on gassing the poor man.
Oh.
I admit, Bird, that the Joker and the Scarecrow do combine well for chaos. They do!
Oh.
But yeah, it's like ready to deal with them. Of course, Jason!
Oh.
Jason is dead. Jason Todd! Jason Todd! Oy. Again, Batman is definitely not in the right state of mind.
Oh.
Jason!
Jason!
Guess me to, I know,
Jason.
Jason! I bet use it, Scarecrow.
Heavy rain relief.
To Guado. So it's either stop them or leave the mayor. So he grabs the mayor. Oh, we're almost there to the moment.
Oh.
So yeah, Batman's heading over there. I do like these moments when Batman is still able to get a second wind. That's literally what this is. This is a second wind.
Yeah.
But he's using it to get out of there. So yeah, he helps them up. Now I love it out. The mayor has changed now. He's no longer going to be the same now. Like he never gave up. The Batman, he doesn't know what it means to surrender. I liked it how he changes it, but unfortunately, that puts him in the wrong mindset for when we have to deal with Azrael.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I was going to feel like Batman, do whatever, let Batman do whatever now.
Oh.
I mean, I like that setup.
Yeah, even when it was when Bane recognized and Gordon recognized that it's not the same Batman.
Yep. Oh, that's him. That's the mighty Scarface. But now he's going to deal with the thugs.
Throg.
Throg first.
I guess it's Throg.
Yep, takes it down. Then Zombie. This one must be Zombie. But even Zombie goes down. They both go down pretty quick. It's Bird that gives them a challenge. I love this. Despite the pain, despite the exhaustion, that felt good. I like that.
Oh.
But of course, Bird is the bigger threat of the three.
You can tell by how Bird is actually the one when it comes to the different medias where Bird is actually with Arkham Origins used Bird, and you know that there was that one character in Dark Knight Rises.
Yep, that was pretty much Bird, but not the name.
Yeah,
I think because he's the one who told him about Gotham. Bane, who is he? What does he want? Answer me! But he makes his way home. Alfred, I left him alive. It is not your underlings I want. It is you! This is it. The breaking of the bat.
Oh.
Bane, you know who I am? Could be no one else. Now, see what I mean? Apparo's artwork here is not great.
Yeah, not great, but at least it's framed properly, and you can tell the vibe and the expressions of desperation on Bruce's face.
Yeah, but the Bruce Wayne is nothing but a mask, and one which no longer serves any purpose, although my mask still does. Then, of course, we mentioned about Venom, how he's had to deal with Venom, but his Venom is completely different. Like, I've known you since I lived in the hell of a dark hole thousands of miles from here. I've known you in my dreams. And I escaped from that hell, escaped from my dreams for one reason only, to find you and to break you. Why? What has it been? Gotham, the ultimate prize. You have it. I want it. And that's all he wants? That's all. That's it? Just to rule it? I'd kill for anything. I'd kill for silence, the silence, a grating voice, to darken the light in the eyes that dare look at me. Given his upbringing, I get his mindset. Like, I've spent my life fighting your kind of madness and evil, and now that lifelong fight has brought me to death's door, my own door. It would not be here were it otherwise. I realize that, and I realize you may well be the single greatest source of madness and evil I've ever faced. That makes sense. With everything we've seen of him, I can accept that definition. This is not a case of it's coming out of nowhere. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
In that case, one more time. But this time it's different. This time is doomed. As we see everything. Black Mask. Oh, geez, look at it. He's being throttled. But yeah, look at all this. Basically, this is the montage of everything he's had to go through. Everything leading up to this point.
Oh.
Look, even punches him. It does nothing. He's that tired.
Oh.
You are already broken. Just look at this pummeling he's getting. You are nothing. A disappointment.
You know, there will be some. I'm not sure if the animated adaptation talks about it, but Bane dialogue could have been added some acknowledgement that maybe he tired Batman too much.
Oh, I think that would be. I think that's why he said, you are nothing. A disappointment."
Yeah. But it is still Bane's own doing that he forced Batman to tire himself out, and he overdid it.
Yep, but turns out that was for his best. That was the best for Bane. I love this. Dunk. Unfortunately, he left him wide open to be headbutted. See what I mean? Jason, Robin. Oh, he makes it. Remember, Tim lived next door by this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna need an ambulance. I'll get my costume. You have nothing. Yeah, he has nothing left.
Oh.
Ooh, right on the stalagmite. Beg for mercy. Scream my name. Go back to hell. I am Bane, and I could kill you, but death would only end your agony and silence your shame. Instead, I will simply break you. Now that moment is awesome.
Oh.
I broke it.
It always looks it's the upper back, lower back, middle back where the
well, you had to make sure it was a specific part of the back so we could be more believable for him to heal. But broken and done.
Yeah.
Which is why in the movie they had him more just drop him on it, like boom. But yeah, that's where that ends for you, but we're not done yet. Now these ones I'm gonna still breeze through even faster. I am Bane. This city is mine. Batman is no more. I have destroyed him. I rule these streets. I rule Gotham. Here is your hero, your protector. Take him and bury him. Boing, boing, boing.
How did he survive that?
I don't know, but
he was already broken, and that would have just broken him even more. You can say that the back hurt was the biggest one. Imagine if neck hit some corner while he was coming down.
I think that's why the art makes it very clear where he bounced. But yeah, this is the Superman 75 page right here.
Oh,
would you agree with that? Everyone's seeing it. Oh boy, just imagine, just look how everyone is just like, you know. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But yeah, of course, there's Alfred in disguise. They're trying to get him out there. They're trying to get on. Even said his back may be broken. And Tim is panicking. I don't blame him.
He's been working as Robin for how long? And now it's like...
And they can't take him to a hospital! They can't!
They can't even contact because the Justice League does not exist as it does.
Not the way we know it.
That actually makes me think, when they actually have a retcon so that the Justice League has existed as it does from day one, and this still happened, how do they acknowledge not using that Justice League resources?
It's too fast. It's happening too fast. Oh, I love this. They're wondering where he could be. Like, what? No one from Mercy sent an ambulance, but I love it. Or it might have been some of Batman's old people, Commish. I know. I'll be in my office. Call me when you get something. I think that's as close to an apology as you're going to get, Montoya. I love that. Oh, but we see the falling apart of it. Of course, I don't buy this. I do not buy that Joker does not have a fear. I don't buy this. You know what I think? I think the fear gas was diluted by this point, overuse.
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Oh, geez. But, yep, next time you'll be your sex cell tape cable. TTFN. And that's the last time we see him in this story. Come on, Bruce, fight it. If you're going to come out, you have to fight. But I love how it says he's going to need more than fighting, a fighting spirit. There's swelling on his spinal tissue. So they make it very clear. His back wasn't completely broken in half. All right, but it's still, it's broken.
Oh.
But basically, they need to get this medication quickly. It's the only thing that'll help. Otherwise, it will be permanent.
Oh.
And I like this. Again, with him and Azrael, they've been a good team up until this point. Of course, they go and let you have Sarah, who's trying to still make him feel like, you should just let it, let this you shouldn't let this bother you. Oh, then this is where we deal with ventriloquist. Dumb way of ending it.
Oh.
Dumb way of ending it, right?
But he didn't even actually live. He lived longer than this.
Look through it, but it's a dumb way to end that story arc. To be fair, from what I understood, they were winging it by this point.
Yeah.
And this shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, because
All
Arnold didn't die until 1 year later. Arnold lived up until 1 year later.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, but still, all this build up for nothing. And to be fair, it looks like most of the bullets hit Scarface and his arm and Sakyo the arm. So that would have killed him if that guy called for an ambulance. But of course, Bruce and Robin goes to Gordon and says, "We need this drug fast." So he tells them what to do to get it. They get it to him, and now the hardest part is the waiting. Then we have this issue, which is a flashback issue.
Two-Face.
Yep. We go to 3 weeks earlier. Ugh. But yeah, we get a little bit. It's just a Two-Face story. You know what I mean? As we see, he's ready to basically put Batman on trial. Again, just a little.
Not the first time.
Yeah, it's just a little turning. Like, wait, is
Deathstroke and Peacemaker.
That's an interesting duo. Of course, this is not Peacemaker as we know him. Oh, Obsidian and Jade. And then we have this part then. Again, we can breeze through this one because it's just a flashback. Great artwork, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have Harvey putting him on trial and everything for all that he's done. And then Robin shows up, and at first he told him it was bad judgment. But then we cut to oh, I love this. The scales. The tilting scale. Get it?
I think the Batman the Animated Series adapted this scene in the Second Chance episode.
Yeah. But yeah, he said it was bad judgment, but then he told them he was wrong. It wasn't bad judgment. Yeah! I think he's more happy that Bruce is all right. Skip through this. Iron Ice. So yeah, now that he's perfectly back up again, he's fine. But now he's like, it's over. Got some, and now Bane is taking over everything. And of course he is. So yeah, now they're trying to figure out what to do, how to stop him. And Tim is just having a bit of a breakdown, but Alfred helps him through it. They realize Chandra can help him through physical therapy. But they also realize they got to do, of course, again, look at this. Couldn't win. Not when the box of blood gets springing up in my mind. Gordon's wife, turning him against me, driving a wedge between us. The endless horror and madness, the futility of facing it all. Vicky Vale gone, and Jason gone forever. The fear that my next mistake could be my death. That's what was driving him. All of these factors just piled on him.
Oh.
Or they decided to smash the Porsche to make it look like he had a car accident.
Kind of. I remember it was at least when Haas did, they had it.
They did quicker. Well, that's because they did it here already. So they knew what to do.
Okay.
But yeah, so Chandra's there. Now, Chandra can definitely tell there's something else going on. Oh, they make a deal with Catwoman. Yep. But yeah, they basically point out how this type of backbreaking does not make sense. And even try to say he fell on a rock. That's all right. I like it. You do? You're a mystery to me, Bruce. And the fact that you're clinging to your mystery proves you haven't given up. Besides, the diagnosis in me enjoys peeling mysteries open one layer at a time. If I remember right, things do not go well for Chandra.
Oh.
Now, Chandra is also helping Tim's father out with his issues.
Yeah, and eventually she got better.
Yep. But yeah, Bane is now taking over all of Gotham. And this, they've decided to give it to Gene Paul Valley. Why? Because Dick is his own man, Tim's not ready, and there's no one else left. And even Batman has said...
have asked.
He didn't. Dick, and that's why Dick is annoyed later.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. He feels, and Bruce feels that Gene has gone through the system. The system could put him on par with Bruce or surpass him, and he thinks he's gone past the hang-ups. Of course, like, you're wrong. I'll be better. Big words. Just don't try him out on Bane. So basically, it's the only thing that keeps things stable until Bruce is better.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, they make an offer to for Selena to help him out with something else. Like, then you'll work for me? For me? Never. But I'll work with you. After all, you did put the Batman on his back. Oh yeah, hey, there you are. You're all right. Not quite what I was, Commissioner, but I'll get there. When I do, Bane will have hell itself to pay. So Bruce is considering telling Chandra everything. Now we get to the Shadow of the Bat tie-in. This stuff with Scarecrow. This was a chilling Scarecrow story. Where and we have Anarchy getting out. Wow, he just fried those guys. But yeah, under an alias, he's ready to teach this class a lesson. This guy realizes that Scarecrow. He knocks them out, puts them all under mind control, knocks them all out, and has them wear this helmet that brainwashes them with fear. Just look at this.
Oh.
So yeah, it turns out that the Scarecrow, this was one of his first, this boy's father was Scarecrow's first kill.
Oh, yeah.
When he was just being a hired goon. Just to get money, to get started.
Okay, that makes...
Oh, look at this. Obey me to stop the fear. Even to the point where this guy, tells him to shoot his buddy. And he does. This is pretty strong stuff, isn't it?
Oh.
And of course, Anarchy is watching him and for a moment thinking he's more like me. But look, yeah, an army of scarecrows going out to become the new god of fear. Interesting in all this, right?
Oh.
Like Harold, the antiquated Brook Harold? Of course. He was my very first victim. Shot at close range, if I recall. Why, my boy, this makes you of historical significance. I always meant to steal his collection. He had some rare tomes, but I was just so busy. After the murder, you inherited it, I suppose. Never look at this is when he had his obsession with books.
Huh.
Which I love. In fact, I once came up with a story where a group of my own heroes are visiting the Batman world, and they need help from Scarecrow. So what do? They promise him a rare, unique book from their world, one of a kind, and they tell him if they'll give it to him if they help. If he doesn't, they will rip and burn every page from that book in front of him.
Huh.
Of course, he agrees.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. A VHS type message for Batman that's booby-trapped. Magnesium-based booby trap.
Oh.
So, yeah, you have all this stuff going on. Anarchy's still making his move. Showing, again, reminding you just how violent Anarchy is. I love this. He's crazy. Like, he wants to kill him. Oh, I love this. Thank you. Now, if you excuse me. Hurrah! Sorry, just a passing whim. I was a first-rate teacher, but the authorities balked at my message. Ladies and gentlemen, the psychology of the gun. So that's what led to him just being fired first, and then he wanted revenge.
Yeah, that was in the original Scarecrow story. That it was.
Yep, of course. Yeah,
doing a gun in class. That would never fly these days anymore.
Even back then, it wouldn't.
Yeah, but even now, you couldn't actually even tell a story about it happening.
Right. But yeah, of course, all this stuff. They're ready to. Oh, look at this! Ah, I'm covered in ants, Monsieur! Ah! Jesus, right?
Jeez, oh.
Just look, people of Gotham. This is this. Okay, what do you feel Arkham Knight took from this?
Probably
you're feeling a lot of Arkham Knight in this, aren't you?
You would expect Scarecrow to do mostly lectures like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've come to turn myself in. Now, unfortunately, this person got shot.
Oh.
So many projections everywhere. You'll be my first televised sacrifice. I love this take on Scarecrow. This was Alan Grant who really amped up Scarecrow. I know. Big guy, remember me? Scarecrow! They got to figure out what to do before, because now they have a time limit and everything. Oh, boy. Nope. If Batman takes it out, I love this. Now, for a moment, Gene Ball wonders, what would I be afraid of? Do I want to know? But now's not the time for experiment.
Yeah, we pretty much know where that's going to go with it eventually.
The Crane style of fighting. Oh, Anarchy's ready to make his move, but then Batman gets hit with it just an Anarchy both. But thanks to the system, he's able to power through it. We're like, damn you, Saint Demas. Can't I even be afraid? Now look, he actually lets the boy fall, but Anarchy saved him. He said, you didn't know I'd get to him in time. You were going to let him die, weren't you? If the Scarecrow had escaped, the whole city would have suffered. It was no contest. That's the first sign of the problem of Gene, of Azrael. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
And then you have this cover.
Kelly Joseph was how much? This was in between all of the vampire stories, but this was kind of too much tracing that Batman or channeling that.
But showing at the moment that he's doing a good job, but he's doing too good a job. Basically, being Batman has caused him to let the system take over too much. Like, you have a city to take back. You can come with me or stay behind. So yeah, right. Bruce is ready to make a. It's wondering where Chandra has gone. So it turns out next door, but unfortunately, they get abducted. Both Chandra and Tim's father. Meanwhile, they're dealing with Bruce takes out some of the goons, but is unable to see them be taken away. Meanwhile, Azrael is trying to deal with these guys. Good fighting and everything, but then unfortunately for Bruce, he can't do much. Even well rested, he's not in a good state. Oh, he was ready to drop this guy. Of course, when
what was the status with Barbara at this point?
Wheelchair.
Okay, but how was he operating as Oracle?
Yes. But we find out here that the guy, Bane, kidnapped his kids, and that's why he's ready to work with him. He said me if I didn't get the others to toe the line. Of course, he's acting like it was just a threat. Oh, we're almost done. Oh, yeah, this is Tough Tony. Basically telling him, you will make an agreement, and then when the release is set, you will leave word for him in that crack. Meanwhile, Bruce has realized where they're going. That this guy has had a stuff for malaria and vaccination for malaria, so he's going to go and get him back. Meanwhile, Bane is not liking hearing about the Batman running around. He knows it's not him, obviously. Then he hears, oh, the unions are theirs now. I love this. A well that fills up after he's done when they climb through.
Oh.
But he's starting to question everything. Tim is starting to, and I don't blame him. Oh, but yeah, Bruce gets word from Oracle. Now here's the weird thing with the artwork. Where are her legs?
The shadows are not exactly properly hiding.
No, dude, there's no legs.
And even if that's supposed to be like the frame or the angle of her knee there.
Oh, wait, there they are.
Yeah, okay. They're.
It's so hard.
Yeah, hard to see, and not to mention since Barbara is obviously not using them, her legs they're not exactly as thick and muscular as the normal people who use their legs.
And
they're just thin enough to be covered by the speech bubble and the shadowing.
And it makes it look like she doesn't have any legs.
Then again, also to mention the postures he has while sitting there. It's like he's sitting very, very close to the edge of the chair like this.
Oh, I love this. The chair is difficult. I hope you, unlike me, can find your way out of it. Now, this is when Bruce doesn't know.
Oh.
By this point. But Bruce is in such a hurry, he's not seeing trade. Right now, Jean Paul Valley is acting completely rational. So he's basically saying, stay away from Bane, keep up the good work, we'll be back later. But of course, mine, not his. And then what does the system do? Causes him to create a new stuff, the gloves. Then he's asking for Harold. Harold, if you remember from Hush, is around by this point, but he went into hiding because he doesn't trust Azrael. But thanks to the system, he makes his gloves. He's ready to go out and deal with him. Meanwhile, Selena is trying to get on a plane overseas to Santa Prisca. But when she overhears how Bruce is heading there, she decides to talk her way in. But they say, nope, see her off. Remember, at this point, they're just barely associates. Barely.
Oh.
Oh, there are the kids. Batman shows up, helps out, takes down Bane's goons quickly.
Oh.
I love it. Bruce, Bruce, are you there? Oh, Bruce is gone. Was Alfred on some sort of trip? He told me to move in. A trip? Where's Harold? I don't know. Ace? No idea. You all right, Gene Paul? I'm fine. Sorry I had to argue like that. So what are you doing? Just some new designs. The costume needs improvement. And what you need to do is get home before your father misses you. Yeah, I'll do that. Then turned out Selena claimed you had to use the bathroom and fell asleep in there. But, whoop, she's not in the air. Oh, gee, of course. Have faith, lad. We will find him. Take care of Gene Paul. Alfred.
Oh.
Here's the penultimate issue. Let me go back.
The cover. I remember asking about that when you had Kelly Jones in an interview.
Yep.
Because Bane looks like he's not wearing pants.
I know. But I do like this artwork here of him swinging through, meeting up with him. I love it, though. Blame him. My God. Something wrong, Commissioner. You're still here. So, usually I turn around, you're gone. It wasn't until you were finished talking. That never stopped you before. I'll be going then. That's the biggest indication he's not Batman.
Oh, I remember what was the bullet points or turning points where they had basically shots from different eras of Batman's and Gordon's working relationship, and this era was shown from Gordon's point of view properly in him also figuring out that it's not him.
Right. Oh, I love this. Watch and wait. B. He thinks it's Bane. Yep, all the stuff that get out of there, they make their way up as he's following them. Oh, that's Mrs. Evelyn. That's the maid.
Yeah.
People keep forgetting Tim's father was rich.
Yeah, somewhat, and then lost it all, and they had to move to the city.
Right. But yeah, of course, our escape bait, it was brilliantly executed. I did not aid your release. Like, the note was signed with a B. Idiots. I love this. This was smart on Azrael's part, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bane! You again, the pretender. I'm no pretender, Bane. I'm the Batman. The only Batman you need to worry about. You are nothing. I'll destroy you as easily as I did Bruce Wayne. Easier. You didn't come to Gotham for Wayne. You came for the Batman. The mantle is mine now, Bane. You'll have to start all over again. And this time, you're not facing a man at the end of his endurance. I'm prime for you. You can't beat me because I'm better than you. Stronger than you. That could be adjusted. Oh! Just keeps on fighting him and then knocks him down. It was enough for Wayne to know that I was his opposite. But you are a curious one, eh? You can bark your questions in hell. Like, I was damned to my raw. I was condemned before my first cries of life. The world is my prison. I will rule it or die. Just knocks him down and ready to slice it off with his, like, perhaps if you had more time to temper your skills, a pity that we will never know, eh? I love they just ripped out of his leg and is cutting it. And here's the big one.
Now the sweet.
Yep. He dropped. And Bane is so opted up in Venom that this doesn't do much for him. To him, of course. But yeah, he does cannonballs right into the water to break his landing. Bane, of course, bolts out there. He's ready to go find him. Never knew he had claws. Of course, Ariana. He's basically saying like, I'll be busy again. Then why did you call, Tim? I don't know. I miss you. Dad's gone. I just lost a friend. Guess I'm lonely. Bye. Click. Yeah, they've captured up all the guys and trying to hold the bird down. We see him, working out, basically saying like, I'll prefer decency, but I need it, and I won't unnecessarily use it. Being that brutal. And basically saying how forget the night and remember the dark. If I'm gonna make it, if I have a prayer to be because I'm darker than any darkness I face. Only light cancels out darkness, Paul. Then grab a flashlight and go after him while I fight fire with fire. The only light I need. and you'll be just like him, just like Bane. Maybe so, and maybe Gotham will fear and hate me when it's done. But maybe not. This city's been crippled by Bane, and when you've been hurt that bad, maybe you'll accept any medicine. The old Batman's broken and gone, Robin. It's time for something new. And you can just count me out. I've already have. Bane's too dangerous for you. Your heart's already bleeding. He squeezed it dry. He realized that it's still not enough, so he makes a new outfit. This is where we find out the mayor's basically saying, Batman, just let him do his stuff. And of course, Gordon realizes that he's changed. He's different.
But not just straight up acknowledge that it's not him.
Right. Oh, there's Harold with Ace. Yep. Of course, he meets up with Zombie, wanting to know where there's Venom for a refill. Turns out that marking did do much more damage than we thought.
Oh.
Meets up with Nightwing, and boy, Dick isn't happy.
Oh. He was going to call about what had happened to Bruce. Then I come to see him in his hospital bed.
Yeah, but he said, like, would you have accepted if he needed me? All right, but would you have wanted to accept it? No. And Bruce knew that, Nightwing. He said you become your own man, beyond his shadow. So he asked the Chief Paul, a guy with less history and experience. Sounds like neither one of us too happy. What's your excuse? Turns out the new Batman isn't big on Robin. Maybe he doesn't need a Robin. He's a lot more gung-ho. So maybe it's my fault. Basically, because, yeah, he helped push it a lot. I also realized the new outfit was based too much on Metalhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course, Bane gets the Venom, pumps himself up. We get a little bit more with Bruce. And then he kills this guy to make a message to meet up with him. And there's the new outfit. I love this version. It's very Spawn.
Yeah, and it helps you separate the new, not Batman version of the original when he comes back.
Exactly. But yet it's still close enough to Batman still at the moment. But
yeah, if you have it as a silhouette, as I guess the night sky without any details, you can still tell that, yeah, that's supposed to be Batman, but there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, Bane, show yourself! Come on! So, and of course, Kitch is like, we're not going to use lethal force still, even though it's been authorized. But, it's again, showing Kitch is a good cop. I love that. Of course, you're different, but still pretending to be Batman. Change the costume all you want, and you're still nothing but a costume. Not him. Eh? What did Bane just say, Bullock? Couldn't hear from this distance, Commish. I love the costume is mine, in my pocket. Prepare to be mugged. Oi! Oh, this is a brutal fight.
Yeah.
Oh! Light. Wah-cha! Yeah, better than Rocky. Venom. More Venom. No! I've already won. I already broke the Batman. Not this Batman. But don't shoot. You might hit him. Hold your fire. Oh, I won the trains. And everyone out to the next car. Now! Oh, he killed that guy. Now, that's a case where I don't think he could catch him.
Oh.
Yep. Just big fight and everything until finally, with a little help from Tim, disconnecting, the train. Oh, Venom. Another jolt. Kill me. He won't do it. I don't care what Bane did to him. He never kill unless he's not. Come on, Paul, beat the system, man. Overcome it, please. Batman, kill me. No, you're broken, Bane. Blackgate Prison can hold the pieces. Yes, maybe it can still be him. Hey, the gloves ain't completely off. Those gloves like that, it's worth leaving them on. If you gentlemen will take care of Bane, I have standing orders to report to the mayor. Wait, I still don't like the way you do things, but they get done. At least you didn't give in at the end. That makes me wrong about one thing. You have earned it. Earned the right. Earned the costume, new or old. And I guess you are the Batman. Thanks, kid. So how was that?
Well,
a good shake-up.
Yeah, good shake-up. But you're right also that it kind of starts from the middle of the first act, like the opening is no.
Oh, no, the opening though is a slow burn. No, let's be fair.
Yeah. Or not like
we're at the climax of the first act.
It's like the movie started, and we started at one point, and like 15 minutes earlier, and we just came in at when the.
Again, this was a good.
The Arkham was blowing up.
A Bane, great villain. Bane's a great villain. The build-up for Azrael, a little rushed. A little rushed, but they need to get it done by 500. I think they took a little too long to break Bruce. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I think they took a little long to break Bruce. Because the fact they had to deal with a lot of stuff in those Shadows of the Bad and Showcase stuff says a lot, doesn't it?
No, it's just so issue one issue, Batman takes care of Mad Hatter. Next issue.
He deals with Firefly, but doesn't stop him. Then he deals with Ivy.
Yeah.
Then he stops him. It felt a little.
I don't think that I would even need to read through a story recap on this. I just would be easy to just say, hey, this happens.
So,
fight this villain, fight this villain. These villains are doing something.
Bane shows up.
Yeah, it's basically the whole thing. But like when I did Rain, it just briefly breezed through that what happened in those others.
I bet you're relieved now, right?
Kind of.
Because I think that's the one thing here. We can breeze through this one. Because there's a lot of good dialogue here, but I gotta be honest, I think the Superman books have better dialogue.
Yeah. But this was mostly just Doug Mock and Alan Grant.
And Chuck Dixon.
Okay.
But it was mostly more.
And Superman, we had Dan Jurgens, Louis Simonson, Jerry
Ordway, and then Carl Kessel, and Roger Stern.
Oh, okay.
Those
people were probably able to go back and forth and hold the dialogue so that it was better in those senses. Like more people were going in tandem.
Yeah, but again, no. This overall was a good starting point. We're not done, of course, but we're ending our video at this point, obviously, because then we have Night Quest. But again, really good still of a starting point of showing Batman just being broken utterly.
Yeah, it's like I said at when we did JLA Avengers, the fact that when they're fighting that you can show even at the end of the fight, you can show that they're tired and actually worked on it, but they have been tired from the get-go. That's what makes it even rough.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap up a bit to quickly do so. Any other final thoughts on this?
It's going to be probably to work on.
Yeah, but a good starting point. Very good starting point. Bane, great villain. Azrael, very interesting replacement. But unfortunately, you need the prelude stuff to know more about him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're like, Dick, who's this guy? But yeah, thank you for coming on Pika. Thanks, everyone else. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Your heart, you're getting game.